The phrase quiet quitting has become one of the fastest trending hashtags on social media in the last several weeks and the center of a lot of debate. Hattie DeJamal turned to an employment expert to get some perspective on this workplace phenomenon.
I just heard about this term called quiet quitting.
Freelance writer Clayton Ferris is one of many TikTokers who are spreading the word about the quiet quitting trend. But what exactly does this popular hashtag mean?
Quiet quitting is when we show up for work, but we don't necessarily give our all.
Organizational culture expert Dr. Maria Church explains why this seemingly negative new movement may be a good thing for employees and employers alike. Starting with work-life balance.
I look at this as being a really positive lesson for us to learn that there's so much more to life than work. And so if we do find that we have a vibrant life outside of work, then we'll have even that much more of a rich and vibrant way in which we show up at work, that there is so much more to our life than just work. So I think that's a positive upside to quiet quitting.
Next, the quiet quitting hashtag shows that most workers crave more flexibility, which Dr. Church says if granted this request, it may boost productivity.
If we give our employees a choice of whether they do want to come into the office and do the work or whether they want to work remotely, then data indicates that that's a higher level of morale and productivity.
And that flexibility includes when work is being done, too.
Part of the flex work is the ability to choose your own hours. Now, granted, there are some positions in organizations where that's just not possible. But for the vast majority of many employees and organizations, they really can conduct work, complete their work in off hours. And if we worked with our employees to accommodate that, we might see a lessening of quiet quitting.
Dr. Church says try asking your boss to work specific hours that may be better for your life. And Dr. Church welcomes this new, healthier way of thinking about work.
Older generations worked ourselves into the grave oftentimes. Luckily, the younger generations, the millennials and the Zoomers, learned from those of us.
Dr. Church says another positive outcome from this movement may lead to
growing and developing, being mentored, having the opportunity to take classes. So it's incumbent upon our leaders and organizations to really reinforce and even build those bridges for the employees so that they can touch into that meaning and not quiet quit.
Finding peace and serenity through quiet quitting.